Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah from Ink and Hue Colouring. I'm so glad you could join me today while I discuss and go through my colouring plans for March 2025. February, it's like those 2 to 3 days that we have less. It just makes so much of a difference psychologically. I feel like February has just gone so quick. Even when I'm looking at the pages that I have coloured for February so I can create my completed pages video, I feel like I haven't achieved much, even though I've got 9 pages done and I'll hopefully have 11 pages done by the time we are ready to film, because I'm doing a double pager at the minute. So we'll see. And yeah, so today I wanted to go through, number one, I wanted to go through the pages that I'm vibing for March. And number two, I wanted to go through some of the mediums that I would like to use. So when I say mediums, I mean materials and stuff that I want to use. So I've had my first book that I do want to use is by request, is Millie Marotta. Now I've chosen Animal Adventures. I've had a couple of people request some more colour alongs in here in addition to what I've already got on my channel. So of course, I'm a person for the people. I'm here for the people. So the people ask, the people get. So I've chosen to do this double page spread. Just zoom you out there a bit. Got so much on my desk at the minute because I'm halfway through colouring a page. Okay, so I'm going to do this beautiful double pager. I need to figure out what these birds are, but they're really cute. So I'm thinking of making it like a daytime theme and having some pan pastel, like some soft blues in the background, maybe a little bit of light green, we'll see. Bit of pink perhaps, but yeah, definitely some daytime colours. So, and this will be a colour along as requested, because I know that Millie's stuff is not as popular as some of the other books, so I do want to make sure that I'm honouring her work and keeping her work circulating through the YouTube community. Let me have a quick look. List of thingies. What are we? Okay, I'm just going to have a quick look while we're here, actually. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, saucer magnolia. Long-tailed tits. Yeah. That sounds fitting. Let's colour in some of those, shall we? I'll have to research what colours they are. I'm not quite sure. But I'm thinking definitely having a lot of gel pen on this page. I probably won't use water medium. I just don't know how it's going to go on this paper. I can test it, but I have used pan pastel before and it's come up really nice. So this will be a colour along on the channel, so keep your eyes peeled. And if you have any specific pages that you would like to colour in this book, let me know and I'll see what I can do. So that's book number 1. Now I have chosen, I think in last month's video, I had like 15 pages chosen and I actually haven't gotten them all done. So trying not to choose as many, but we'll see. Next one is Mythic World. This is leftover from February that I haven't completed. I need to check what this is actually. Number 11. Okay, we are going to be colouring the Minokawa. It's a huge dragon-like bird from Philippine mythology. So I'll be checking that to see what colour some of the interpretations have been. But I think that I do want to have the sky like a pinky orangey colour, and I will pull out some examples. So I'm thinking of using the Neo colours. Sorry for this green tinge. I didn't completely clean the water brush when I was swatching it. So admit that, but I think I'll be using a lot of these colours here. And I might even bring in this Got like a really fiery orange that I think might look good. Well, it's called flame red, but that's orange to me. So just cover that up. It's nice orange. I think I might use some oranges for the sky, depending on what color this actually is. I mean, I could do that purple. If I'm going to do some yellows and oranges in the back, maybe I'll do that purple. We'll see. And then some green hills down the bottom. So that is out of Mythic World, and I haven't actually completed any pages out of Mythic World yet. So this will be my first one in this book, which I'm really excited about. So I'll try and make this one a colour along as well. I think that should be doable. And yeah, there was only one for that. So yeah, I think I'll be using Prismacolor pencils and Neocolor 2s for that particular one. I mean, I only have Prismacolor pencils at the moment, as you know. So my next one is also a Kirby one in Worlds Within Worlds. And again, this is another newbie, a new book that I've opened. And I'm going to choose another double pager of these fish and this ocean theme. Now, I am imagining bright orange fish and bright blue water. So I'm thinking of, when I say bright blue water, I mean like a bit of a teal. This probably, maybe a little bit more blue. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be like a bluey green, probably more blue than green kind of vibe. And then I want to go in with a lot of Posca pen for the waves, some white Posca pen, especially, around the edges of these waves. And there's these little surfer guys here, which I don't know what color they'll be yet. For the background, I'm not quite sure. I could go like a darker blue. I do have some Neocolors that I think would go well, because Neocolor does work all right in Kirby's pages. I have done a color along with the Neocolor 2s before, so I could even go like a darker blue, just to complement the aquary blue that I want to have. So yeah, and then even with all these little fish here, I might make those really sparkly, like a sparkly orange or even gold, and just really brighten up this page. So that will be another double page spread. Again, I haven't made any promises for this to be a color along, but I will try to make it one. I'm trying to make them more color alongs than not. So I just love how this book's like glossy and matte at the same time. I really should put contact over those to protect them. That's my third one. Third one. Yeah. Okay, next one is in World of Flowers. So I haven't actually coloured in this book, even though this is a release from probably 7 to 8 years ago. I've only just got this book in the last few months. And I had a page in here scheduled to colour in February. I just didn't get around to it because I was doing other things, doing other pages and filming a lot of lives, which kind of slows down the colouring process a little bit because I'm talking a lot. And what have I picked? I've actually picked this page, believe it or not, this tiny little itty bitty page. And I am just going to go ahead with the gel pens with this page because all the elements are so small. I don't think, there's probably only a couple of, maybe some of the flowers in here and some of the bigger leaves that would be all right with pencil, in my opinion, but I'm actually just going to completely dive in with gel pen. And this is just going to be a page for purely just laying down that ink. And as you would know, I really enjoy these kind of pages, and I especially like sandwiching those in between a double page spread or something that's had a lot of thought put into it, a lot of thinking, a lot of color combinations, a lot of materials. I just like to come at something and just go, bleh. So that's what this is going to be for. So I will save this for a live. I don't think there's really much to teach in the way of gel pen technique in a color along, unless you guys are like, we actually want to learn how to do gel pens. Can you teach us? Can we just see some footage? Then I can show you some stuff. In terms of the background, I'm probably going to leave the background white. I mean, I'm just looking at it. I could fill it in with pencil, but I feel like I'll get a quarter of the way through and just want to give up. So I think we're going to omit the background, but we'll see. I'm thinking a lot of emerald greens for this page. So I've got some emerald green thingies here. These colours. In terms of flowers, not quite sure, but I do know that I want these emerald green kind of vibes. And there actually is another page in Magical Jungle that's very similar to this, and it's Jungle Leaves. So maybe, let me bring it out because I've got it in front of me because I'm working on something. Where are ye? I did see it. I was looking at it and it got me a little bit excited. And then I was like, don't do it. Here we go. Oh, yeah, this one's a bit bigger. So this one you could actually do the gel pen. So, I mean, this one you could do the pencils in. But this would be great just purely emerald green colours as well. Yeah, see a couple of these bigger leaves. So yeah, like I could do that page in gel pen as well on another time. But I have flagged this one. So let's say we're going with this one. But I don't know, like, yeah, I just have, and I'm sure you guys do too with certain mediums, like you just have those times where you just want something else. Like you might just want to use alcohol markers for a whole page, or you might just want to have something that's a little bit repetitive and not mind-numbing, but something that's just a little different. I am gravitating towards some of the wallpapers as well with the Johanna Basford stuff. For example, this kind of flat lay design. However, she has so many in the books that I have that I haven't landed on a particular one. There is one in Rooms of Wonder that I've been thinking of doing. Obviously not this book, I'm just flipping through to find another example. There is one in Rooms of Wonder that I'm looking at doing, and it's kind of got a bit of a filigree, like Frenchy kind of vibe, and I thought I could add gold and some light blue. So for example, like you could do gold and these type of blues. You could either do it on this page here. This is another one that I'm considering. So yeah, we could go like this kind of vibe. Yeah, like a real Frenchy feel, but we'll see. So this is a consideration, and I just haven't marked any of the wallpapers yet because I haven't landed on anything, and I'm just going to wait and see how I feel when the opportunity arises. So I could use Pan Pastel for the background and just try and erase it over these flowers, because I'd imagine it'd be a lot quicker if you just put the pastel over the whole lot. We'll see. So that's that book, and I'll try and make, well, not that one a colour along, but when I do get to the wallpaper, I'll try and make it a colour along as well. We'll see how we go. Okay, the next one, I might zoom out a little bit, Floribunda Year, which of course we are going to be colouring this one every month because this is going to be a full book colour along, and I do want to start having a wide variety of colour alongs for you. I think I've got a fair few colour alongs done in February, which is probably why my completed pages were also a bit smaller than January. So I have picked March. I've picked these periwinkles, and I figured this is going to be nice and easy. It's probably going to be a fairly limited colour palette as far as the selection goes. I will see, I think periwinkles are blue. I'm fairly sure. Anyway, because I've got a pencil that's periwinkle and that's blue. I don't have it in my little tray next to me, but yeah, so we'll do this one. I'm thinking some bright blues if that's what periwinkles actually are. And yeah, just like a nice green, a nice vibrant green to go with that. Because for us, March is fall or autumn. So I could go an autumnal colour palette. However, I think because this book is based on like Northern Hemisphere seasons, so potentially I'll go like spring, because that's, yeah. We could also do the wren and the periwinkles. I'm not too crash hot on birds, and I feel like I've just really got to be in the mood for it. And I don't know, I'm sure I could, but I think I'm vibing this page a little bit more. So we will do this one. This will be, yes, like I was saying, it's going to be a full book colour along. There are some more. Oh, there's actually, there's actually not a lot of pages in this book for March. Maybe, I don't know, like we've got these ones, which is a mix of everything. So yeah, I could do the month plate page. This one would be cool because it's kind of just like sitting up in the corner and then it's got the text here. This one, yeah, I'm like, will we just go cross-eyed? Do I stick to something else? Do I even do that one as a colour along, or do we just make it like a double pager? But yeah, I mean, we could do this as a double page. I'm just not, you know, I don't know. And I'd rather wait until I'm really good at birds and I like doing birds before I try and colour it, because yeah, I feel like I'll do a better job if it's that way, but we'll see. We'll see. So that is Floribunda year. And again, I don't see a lot of Leila Duly's stuff on YouTube unless I'm just looking in the wrong place. So I do apologise if, even with Millie's stuff, if I'm saying there's not much out there, but like there actually is. It's just on my corner of YouTube, there's not a lot. So I kind of want to have a decent selection of books to cover. All right, so my next one, well, I've actually picked 2 for small victories because, like the title implies, they're small. What's the first one that I have picked? Pick this little, oh, sorry, my head keeps on bumping the light. This little corally fishy one. I've got the ocean vibes at the minute. Sorry. I'm most likely going to do the little kelp in the middle here, gel pen, and then, yeah, maybe some other. I don't know if I'll do this as a colour along, potentially. Maybe. Perhaps this will just be one that I do in a live, just like with the one that I had planned for earmarked for the gel pen one. Maybe I'll save this for an off camera. We'll see. Again, if you would actually like to see that, let me know in the comments. Because, yeah, I don't want to disadvantage you guys, or not disadvantage, but I don't want you guys to miss out. So if there is a page in here that I'm like, I don't know, let me know and I can do it. This one is left over from last month, or February, I should say. It's got very Christmassy vibes because we've got the holly and we've got the, whatever the red Christmas flowers are for. So I should go ahead and do that. We'll see if I get around to it, but that is another one that I've earmarked. And I was thinking of just doing I've got like a nice light green little background that I could do just with some pan pastel or something, just to make that pop a little bit. All right, now we're moving into Hanna Karlzon, and I'm getting excited about these, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So the first one that I want to do is this double pager here, and we've got these 2. I don't know, I think they're both ladies. Not quite sure. Anyway, I'm thinking for this page some teals and like some pastel teals and some pastel purples and gold. That's just what I'm vibing. I am picturing brown hair, but we'll see. I could even do some teal hair, and I'm going to have a crack at doing skin as well. I do have a couple of channels lined up that I will be looking through and looking at to nail the skin technique, because I have not done it before. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, because I really like all their headpieces and all the jewels and all the flowers and stuff. And for the background, I could do Neocolor 2s. I just need to decide what color. I could do pan pastel as well. I just won't be doing pencil. And I don't want to leave the background white. I just need to figure out what in particular. I have had a couple of people request, there's a fish page at the back here. Is it this one? I think I've had a few people request that. So I do have that in mind. I just haven't tagged it. So we'll see how we go. I mean, yeah, there are quite a few pages in here that I would love to do. And then I have also flagged one in seasons 2. I'll just zoom you back out. Sorry about these little bits of paper. It's just, I need to cut them to size so they don't stick out like that. That's a February page. We'll get to that in another video. I have flagged this one. I've seen this one done a lot in tutorials, and the reason why I've picked it is because of the hair and the headdress. And there is, now that I'm thinking of it, there is another one that I'm sure that's either in here. I think it's this one. That I can see a colour palette forming. It is Christmassy, but I feel like I could do it regardless. And I could either bring the colour palette here or I could bring it over to that other portrait, maybe, is kind of like, I can picture her hair like a red wine kind of colour, like in terms of prismas, using black raspberry and all those deep, rich red, maroon, burgundy, red winey combinations. And these stars being like super white, silver and glittery to really offset that and to make them really pearly. And the background, I don't know, but yeah, I'm just picturing like red hair, like deep, rich red hair. Like think of a good, like a good wintry red wine, like a Giriffe or like a port wine or something like that. Just that really rich, vibrant color. And I mean, I could just make it non-Christmassy, I suppose. I think it's just because it's in the Christmas section of the seasons, like it's in the winter kind of spot. Yeah, but I'm vibing a portrait and I'm vibing hair, so I'm going to go with it. This is a fairly substantial book. I mean, there's always that one I could do too, but I just like the way the jewels are in that other girl's hair. I mean, this one I was like, would look cool being autumnal, so you could have like golden leaves and she could have like green hair or something like that. It's so funny because I wouldn't usually think to colour things in like very unnatural, apart from, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't usually think to colour hair unnaturally, but when I look at Hanna Karlzon stuff, I'm just like, hair is going to be any colour that I choose and I'm going crazy with it. Yeah. Again, with Hannah's stuff, I just would want to do all the pages. And a lot of it's quite intricate as well. And I think because I'm just falling in love with colouring on this paper with Prismas, it's just like a match made in heaven. Everything is like buttery in the best way. But not colouring the spider. Nope. Yeah. So with her, whoa, I get a green and gold vibe as well, because I think, are these turnips or are these beets? So that's that one. So I've got one more book left until I want to kind of go through mediums that I am wanting to use and the mediums that I'm vibing. So this one from Leila Duly's Beautiful Planet is another one that I have left over from February. And that is this page here. It's a squirrel. I don't want to colour in the squirrel. I don't know how to do fur. So this is a floral arrangement. So I can see that we've got hydrangeas in here, which I love. And there's some roses in here too. I don't know what that is. I don't know what these are. And they're not in the back of the book, so I'm just going to have to vibe it. But I would like to make the roses red, and I kind of want to make the Heidi's either pink or blue. They do come in other colours. We'll have to see. And a background, I don't know. I'm very on the fence about backgrounds in Leila's stuff because I feel like the illustrations are such a statement. It's kind of like they don't need a background because it's going to detract from them. Yeah, but then like you could just bring in some really subtle glitter like in the hearts of the little hydrangea heads here. Like you could just be really subtle with it. Okay. So that's kind of my plan. I think I've got like 10 pages there. So if there's a particular page that you would definitely like to see as a colour along, let me know in the comments. Okay, let's go through some of the colours and stuff that I'm vibing. So I recently just went to Officeworks and got some more open stock. And the reason why I'm like, is because like I've already got enough gel pens. Why am I doing this? I'll just zoom you back in. If I can just get to one. There we go. Okay, so these are from Pentel and these are the dual metallic set. I have seen some colorists have these, but Officeworks had them as open stock, so I just bought them. There's 8 pens that were available, and I have swatched them. Where are they? Here, right in front of me. My handy dandy swatchy book. Okay, so I've started a new Pentel tab, and look, they're very similar to the Ohuhu glitter markers, and I'll show you. See how, yeah, so there's the Ohuhus, which have got slightly more color selection in the set, and then the Pentel Dual Metallic. The only one that's like strikingly different is this black and metallic red, which if you look at that, just looking at that next to the silver, those colors would go really well together on that page that I was talking about, that kind of Christmassy page. So, and it's really, yeah, it's giving off this like sparkly red wine kind of vibe, and I really like it. So yeah, even though they're very similar to the Ohuhus in terms of the ink color and the glitter color are very similar to the Ohuhus, they're different because the sparkle's finer, but it's just as shiny. So yeah, and it's like there's more sparkle in the pigment than the Ohuhus, even though, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah, I'm definitely vibing, even with like the yellow. It's like I think like it must be because this stuff is like a gel base and the Ohuhus are like a marker base. It's probably a little bit different, but yeah, they're very iridescent, very shiny. So I'm looking forward to using these, especially that black and metallic red. And they're kind of just, so if we look at them, they're just, I don't know, like they're nothing special to look at. Like they're not as pretty as like the Signo ones or anything like that. Like, but they're still like, they're really nice to use. So this is the first set of like Pentel gel pens that I have. So we will see how they go. I'm traditionally a Jelly Roll and a Signo person. So yeah, we'll see how we go with those, but I'm definitely vibing using these. And I also want to experiment more with the Neo colors. Now, every time I do a Prismacolor pencil open stock order, I add maybe about 4 to 6 Neo colors in there because they are cheaper open stock. I think I pay just under $3 each per Neo color. So in my most recent order, I've received the Sahara yellow and the orangish yellow. Now on the right here that's it dry, and then on the left is with it activated. And again, sorry about that green grossiness. That was, yeah, my pen. I've recently just purchased as well the purple violet, the mauve, and the lilac as well. So I'm kind of vibing maybe a bit of like a pinky purpley background. I do want to make sure that I add in a light color. There's a page I'm working on at the minute where the lightest color is actually more of a mid-tone, and it just makes the background look a little bit heavy. So I'm wondering if I should just make sure that I've got a good selection of light and dark, just so it's not going to come across as too heavy. But yeah, it does depend on the vibe of the picture as well. So I think with that Mythic World picture I was showing you, yeah, I do want to use some of these. Yeah, so the purples and the purple violets. So I do want to play around with using these more. I am just, because I've swatched everything out. I've got nothing from this last page and a couple from here. And I've just put this washi tape on so that it doesn't bleed through. And also because it's parody. So I am just purchasing them in order. So next I'll buy violet and I'll get more blues. And I'm just going to slowly fill it up, I think. So I'm vibing using more of those. And I do want to, I've had a play. We'll see how we go. I don't know about this, but I've had a play with using the water brushes with Pan Pastel. And you can see here, this is kind of what it looks like. It does kind of come up on your finger because, yeah, it's not sealed or anything like that. But I combined, this was Pan Pastel with a bit of Neo Color purple. I think it was the Sky Blue, which looks more purple than blue, but yeah, so it looks kind of pearly. So I'm considering using Pan Pastel in combination with wet mediums. I have heard some people say that you can, even though Pan Pastel isn't traditionally a wet medium, you can use it as such if you get creative. So I'm thinking about that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but I'm just thinking about it. And I'm toying with ideas. Yeah, so these are the Neo colors, if you haven't seen them before. So that, yeah, they're just a water-soluble wax pastel, but they look and feel like crayons really, and they like, yeah, they smell like them too. I'm smelling things, oh my gosh. Next I'll be smelling my alcohol markers. And yeah, I've got a whole set of different water brush pens as well that I want to use. Yeah, so in terms of colours, I haven't really picked out any colour palettes as such from my colour cube. I think because most of the, and I say most, I don't mean all, most of the pictures that I have selected, I can kind of see the colour palette already. So I haven't felt the need to do like a colour palette challenge or to go through the box to consult it in any way. However, I might, we'll see. I've really been enjoying using the Jelly Roll Gold on a lot of elements. My last colour along that was like an ocean themed tea party that had a lot of this in it. So I've actually bought a couple of extra spare golds in lieu of using them for the month of March. So yes, I'm very heavily influenced by emerald greens and golds and pastel blues and purples and things like that. So we will see how this turns out. We will see. Keep your eyes peeled for my completed pages in February video, which will be up on the channel very soon. I'll be filming it a couple of days after this one. I'm actually just trying to complete a page at the minute. I'll show you. This is my current width. I'm trying to complete this. And this is in Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. And this is my whole vibe for the book, right? So I just want bright, glitteriness. This book is me not trying to be talented. This is me just going at it with colour, and this is me just being very girly and very childlike and just expressing myself in a bit of a different way. This is what I meant by the background feeling a little bit heavy, because the lightest blue here or the lightest purple is more of a mid-tone than like a pastel-y colour. It feels very heavy, and I think I was regretting it before I applied any of these pencils or the gel pen work. I just started to regret how heavy I've done it, and even as I'm colouring it, the pages feel very, very heavy because of the Neo colour, which that's more of a textural thing to me, so I do have to get over it, but I'm loving the way it's turning out. I'm adding a lot of gold, as you can see, which is where my influence is coming from for more gold. I'm also loving this light. I'm also loving this like pinky, purpley, magenta and gold color combination. If you can see that there, I'm really vibing that. So I am potentially wanting to carry that through to March as well. And I really like these blues on the parrot. This is the blue that I was kind of talking about that I might add with orange. If we look over here, like even this blue down here, it's that very turquoisey ocean kind of vibrant blue. I'm probably going to steer away from purpley blues. I'm going to go more for blue blues and green blues, if that makes sense. Yeah, purely because I just don't like using the darker blues all that much. They're just so scratchy. So yeah, that's kind of where my influence for March is coming from. But again, this book is pretty much just like a playbook for me. If you would like to learn how to do this bright and vibrant stuff, I can certainly do a colour along here. There are plenty of opportunities for, like maybe not that, but there are plenty of opportunities in this book for bright, vibrant pages. There are plenty of opportunities for some sick-as colour alongs. There's heaps. There's quite a lot of double page spreads. Even this one, this could be a nice wallpaper to do. This one could just be like, I don't know, like I'm looking at it and I'm thinking emerald greens and like bright pinks and everything like that. So the background could be emerald green. And I do have a lot of Neo colours for that. Bright pinks and some oranges, so that could be cool. I should have actually tagged that one. Yeah, so I can certainly do even this, like, because I think like it's a jungle, so I'm just going to make it like real poppy. And, you know, I kind of look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, but it's really childlike. But you know what? Who cares? your artistic expression is about how you're feeling at the time. And if you want to bring out your inner child with lots of color, then do so. So that's the vibe I have for this book. It might not be very artistic in terms of like technique and stuff, but it's just, I'm vibing it. So I'm looking forward to hopefully showing you this completed page. I'm working on it today and tomorrow. So hopefully, today is Thursday. So hopefully on Monday, I'll be able to film my completed pages and we can fully do a deep dive. But this is the vibe. This is the vibe. And I will tone it down for the other books. I know that not everyone likes stuff that's super like, "Fwah," in your face. But yeah. So this book I'm dedicating to just really this kind of stuff. So let me know in the comments if you would like a colour along for this. Even if there's other books that I haven't mentioned here that you would like colour alongs done in, let me know. I have a lot of books in my Amazon wishlist that I plan on purchasing, so I can pop that up on the priority list if you like, or I might happen to have the book and I can just sneakily add that into the pile. So thank you very much for joining me for today's video. If you're interested, I go live weekly at 9 a.m. on Mondays, my time. So it would be, for most of you who are in the US and kind of like behind Australia on the international dateline, it's like Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So you can check my community page for your local time, or you can just ask ChatGPT and they'll tell you. So 9 a.m. my time. Daylight savings for us is going to end in a couple of months. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, because that means we'll, spring forward, fall back. So we will lose an hour, but I'll keep you updated. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Again, if you have any questions let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. So I'll catch you later in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.